Being creative often takes a kind of fearlessness or willfulness, as actor Judy Davis commented. Actor, writer, and director Joan Chen refers to the spiritual element.
I want to live, I want to make more movies, but I feel I've been given a chance to do what I wanted to do. That is something very few people get to do. Some of my closest friends at Harvard who were really talented, imaginative, ambitious, likable, somehow did not connect with a career. They did not find a way of taking their creative energy and harnessing it and using it. They didn't get the right breaks at the right time. And I don't want to mention their names. They've all been successful in other areas. Every one of them is unfulfilled. Every one of them is because a frustrated artist.
Where they didn't want to be, they wanted to be in art.
Exactly, and they never got a chance to do it. It didn't work out, and I've had a chance to do it over and over and again for 40 years, and I feel blessed as a result.
Psychologist and creativity coach Eric Maisel warns, not creating is depressing because creators are not making meaning when they are not creating. In this interview clip, he talks about some of what stops us from creating.
I think what we mean by it is sort of an old-fashioned idea that was underlined in the 60s and 70s in the human potential movement. I think what we mean by creativity is manifesting our potential, using our talents, our attributes, our resources, our imagination to make things, to think. So I think the simplest definition of creativity is manifesting potential.
I love that. That's wonderful. So what stops what stops our creative flow? I know in your book you mentioned, it always goes back to an emotional block. What else? I mean, why are we so stuck on being creative human beings? Why do we have a hard time expressing it?
There are a lot of reasons. One is that the work is harder than we realize. There's a lot of sort of smiley-faced writing about creating, but it's really not that easy to spend 2 years writing a novel or to make paintings that look the way you want them to look or to compose a symphony or to sing on stage for 2 hours. These really aren't such easy things. So the sheer hardness of the work can stop people. Possibly the most important reason is that people don't like to be criticized and rejected. And when you do creative work and show it, then you're putting yourself out there. You're opening yourself up for that kind of reception. And most people don't like that.
The one thing that most freed me post-Caltech, and I believe can free you, the advice being not dare to dream. Every young person dares to dream. Frankly, it's all they do all day, but no. For many bright young people, under their A student masks, which I see here very successfully in front of me, many bright people also harbor a secret passion, a wild idea underneath. And the key to releasing that last exotic bird to flight is not dare to dream, but listen carefully. Dare to disappoint your father. Diploma in hand, start today veering wildly off course. Have the fabulous graduation lunch. Let your parents get a few bites in and then boldly unveil your hideous summer plans. Skiing, snorkeling, belly dancing, sleeping, maybe try out for American Idol, why not? Look at me, I went into the liberal arts, which for a Chinese father is like pole dancing.
We're brought up to do things correctly. We're supposed to drive on the correct side of the road and keep the checkbook balanced and do all of these things correctly. And then there's this moment that's supposed to happen where we make this transition from all this correctness to creativity. And it's actually a very interesting idea, the idea of bridging from all this correctness to creativity. Most people actually need some ceremonial bridge there. They need a way to get from this perfectly sensible daily way of doing things correctly to this different way of being confident and bold and idiosyncratic and your own self.